Good afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. So right now I'm going to be doing a Instagram live with Alfonso. We're going to be basically talking about the 2-day boot camp we just had and some upcoming WealthGenius events. So wait here for next about a few minutes, and we're going to be going live. I'm super excited. Kind of recap on how the event went in Toronto, and basically discuss these upcoming opportunities. Some coming up in the U.S. All right, so just give Alfonso a minute. He's going to be joining here, and we'll kind of jump into it. What's up, everyone? I'll give you guys a few seconds to join. All right. All right, should be adding Alfonso now. Mr. Godfather himself, how are you? What's
What's
going on?
on? Tomás.
Buonasera.
Tomás y
Buonasera.
no más. Tomás y no más.
Tomás no más.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? What's happening, my good friend?
Oh, things are going well. I just let the audience know we're going to be jumping on now and doing a live, basically doing a recap on the 2-day boot camp we had in Toronto, and talk about some WealthGenius upcoming events. So,
guys, you don't even know. You
a
don't
lot's
even
going
know.
on. There it is. There it is. I love it. I love it.
Man,
WealthGenius. WealthGenius is on fire these days. We're everywhere.
We had so much fun. It was an incredible event, jam-packed, approximately about 150 people. Amazing. And we rarely even advertised. I mean, just through our own networks or whatnot. But it is a subject that people want to know about. Investing in the U.S.
Yes.
Most people, they just tend to be just a little bit scared because they don't know.
Yeah.
The different laws,
When
taxes.
we talk about the event, erasing the border,
Yes.
Canada, U.S., erase that line. Like, listen,
Yeah.
I mean, we got this massive country of millions and millions, hundreds of millions of people below Canada, and the market, that it's the biggest market in the world. So what about investing in U.S.? What does that look like? How to do it? Things to factor in, things to think about.
And like a lot of our investors, I feel like, especially people that are part of WealthGenius, they already know how to invest outside of their geographical area. For example, we have people that live in Ontario and invest in Alberta. We have people that live in Alberta and invest in New Brunswick.
Yes.
So there's just this other part that we're forgetting about that has more inventory. It's got 10 times more people. It's got 10 times the economy. And so
opportunities,
you know what? At the end of the day, there is opportunities everywhere. And again, we're not telling people don't invest in Canada. We're just saying, let's get rid of the border. Let's see if we can open up for more opportunities. And, a while back, we started talking about this we've been talking about this for the longest time.
Yes. Yeah. And we talked about the vision. So at the 2-day bootcamp, we talked about WealthGenius, the vision of the expansion. Right now, WealthGenius is across Canada, 400 plus members, rapidly growing, people onboarding week to week. But what we discussed this past weekend is the expansion into the U.S. So we actually have some WealthGenius members moving permanently to Texas very soon. So we are first.
And by the way, that was on their own regard. That wasn't us pushing people to move.
No, we're not forcing members to move to the U.S. No.
We talked about OPM, other people's money. We talked about OPT, other people's credit. We talked about OPT, other people's time. But what came out of this weekend was OPG, other people's green cards.
There you go. There you go. Man, pretty soon we're gonna have to open up a travel agency or a cross-border lawyer office. But no, seriously, talking about expanding the group into the U.S. and having group members and groups across several states. So think about that long term. You're gonna have potentially boots in the ground, people you could potentially partner with, resources. If you want to invest in a particular market, imagine who's in the group, who could that trusted group members, right? Because this is a familia. This is a
Yeah.
family. I mean, everyone in the group is amazing. Everyone's tight knit community. People partner, do deals together. You know, and that's something to
Yeah.
say. You know, other groups are other groups, but what we've got here is something really special. All because of the people in the group.
Yeah. And as a result, back in early March, we had a boots on the ground event in Arizona, and it was just incredible. What we did was we brought our students to a location, and we're boots on the ground. We started looking at different asset types, apartment buildings. They get to literally walk these apartment buildings with me and see exactly what I see, what I notice. How do I analyze the opportunity?
Yep.
And went back to the war room, and you know, we analyzed, we put in offers, and so that event was so successful that now we have an event coming up, and this event is going to be incredible. So for those of you that are watching right now, this is the first time that we're going to that we've talked about this in public, okay, outside of that room here this past weekend, a boots on the ground event. And
mark it down, people. Mark it down.
Everyone get your pens. Get your pens. Get your pens and mark it down. December 14th to December 18th in Florida, Tampa Bay, Florida. We're going to be there. We're going to do a boots on the ground event. It's available to everyone. The price for this is incredible. We have events that like this, very comparable. That start at 10,000, 15,000. Even some of them I looked at online. Boots on the ground events, they're about 20,000.
Yep.
Our event here is $4,700. We don't have a link yet. We haven't even put out a link. We already have 13 people registered. And like we said, we don't want this to be like, you know, like hundreds of people. We just need a good 20 to 25 people. But for now, we're gonna say we're gonna cap it at 20. 7 spots left.
Yep.
We don't have an Eventbrite link. It's coming your way. But if you're interested in this boots on the ground, Tampa Bay, Florida, $4,700, DM you or DM me, and we'll get the links out to you. So first of all, let's talk about why Tampa.
Listen, Tampa Bay is one of the hottest markets in the nation right now. I mean, the opportunities we're going to look at, multifamily predominantly, a market where it's growing, people are moving, there's economies of scale. I'm excited. You know, I've been to Florida twice this year, but not necessarily Tampa. It's also an area where the price points make sense. You know, I've been on the East Coast, Fort Lauderdale, Miami and stuff. Like that area there is growing rapidly, but the price points, you know, the numbers that they don't necessarily make sense. But we're looking at Tampa. We're excited about Tampa specifically because the price points, the cap still makes sense, and the opportunity for multifamily specific. And we're gonna have locals there, so maybe we're gonna touch upon that. Like this is gonna be boots in the ground, walking properties, but having local individuals like realtors, lenders, property managers, people in that market that could talk a bit more high level and kind of go into like kind of what the market conditions are like, what the opportunities are like, and where they're projecting kind of like the market to go.
I see right now a few people are talking about this. Actually, Potato Alkis, he's saying, can you send me a link? We're not going to be able to go back and, you know, go through all of these comments. There's actually, you know, a few comments and things like that. If you guys are interested,
DM us.
Please, DM. And once we have we're going to launch the link tomorrow. So you guys are first, like you guys are here first. By the way, that $4,700 investment is the early bird price. That's the super early bird price. I think in the next couple of weeks is going to go up to 5,700. So look, this event is going to be led by Thomas and I. We're going to be there. We're both Tom is from California, and I'm coming in from Ontario. We're both going to go there. We're going to not only educate just on, the Tampa Bay area, but we're going to educate you on the entire U.S. investing experience and what to look out for, what are the opportunities, what are the other states. So during these education, during your time, you're going to have your lunches that are going to be provided. We're going to analyze, and we're going to go on shopping tours.
Yes.
Go, because we're not just there for education. We're also there to buy buildings, and so
we're all about action.
we're
to learn. But we want to take action. Something looks good. Listen, we're not going to hesitate to potentially encourage people to make offers.
That's it. And we're also going to bring special speakers on site as well. Local speakers. We may fly people over. Everyone's gonna get a workbook. You're gonna have access to service providers, and then we're gonna go on property investment tours. And so this is gonna be an incredible event. Like I said, events like this, very comparable, 10, 15, $20,000. Right now we have an early bird price. Whoever DMs us, since we don't have the link yet, we will reserve your spot at $4,700. And we're looking.
See again, the last part you cut off there.
Whoa, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing everyone there.
Yes, absolutely. And listen, we just released this info about this upcoming Boots to the Ground event at this 2-day event, and we basically, we sold about 70% of tickets. So just as Alfonso mentioned, there's only about 7 seats remaining. So if you're interested, act now, book your spot, December 14th to 18th. We're excited. Again, we want to make. The diversity, the vastness, the things we're doing with WealthGenius is amazing. We've got events, we've got the training, we've got the modules, we've got so many things. So, I'm excited for people who are part of our world, a part of this group. The action, the opportunity, the deals people are doing, the partnerships people are creating, it's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm looking at Ishan, that he's saying boots on the ground. It's one of a kind, and he's right, because he was there at our first Arizona event. There's nothing like the name says, boots on the ground, just being physically there. It's easy to learn things from a YouTube video or watching these Instagram lives, or getting content at an event, but there's nothing beats boots on the ground, just being there, seeing what's going on. So Thomas, I got to jump on another call.
Go for it.
Hey, thank you for joining me. I'm glad that we got to connect. We will be there in the US. For those of you that are interested, make sure to DM us. It's going to be an incredible event. Tampa Bay, Florida, December 14th to the 18th, boots on the ground. If you want information, just connect to either one of us. DM us. We're going to launch the event link tomorrow. Like I said, that early bird pricing of 40.
Yep.
Action on that right away.
100%. Thank you, Alfonso, for being here. I'm going to stay for another minute, answer some of these questions. But listen, guys, as Alfonso mentioned, this event's coming up. We've already sold about 70% of tickets. So if you're interested, DM us. In addition, some of you are asking questions here. Ms. Patty GS, do you teach how to set up a corp in the US? That's one of the things we talk about. So just so you know, WealthGenius, we've got WealthGenius across Canada. Now we've got WealthGenius in the US. So I'm a coach specifically for individuals wanting to invest in the US. And yes, one of the aspects of training is talking about setting yourself up. So we have, we've got people in our world in terms of the proper CPA, the proper lawyers to set up your structure, to understand taxation, all that stuff's covered. If that's something of interest, reach out to me as well, and we can talk about that specific kind of training and everything we cover in that world. But I'm excited for the upcoming event. There's amazing things in the pipeline for us here at WealthGenius. So yeah, and if there's any more questions, more people are joining. Okay, awesome. This is great.
All right, my friend. So I'm gonna log off. I gotta jump on another call. Like always, Alfonso loves you, and we're gonna see you at the top.
At the
Take
top.
care, friend.
Awesome. I love it. Well, you heard it, folks. This upcoming event, we're going to be talking about it. But listen, we've already sold about 13 tickets this past weekend. They're just announcing it. If you're interested, reach out. We're planning on cap this about 20 people. And it's exciting. Tampa Bay, Florida coming up. Between then and now, there are some events happening. There's actually Italy. It's an event for internal members. That's going to be in October. That's something where we rented a castle. Another exciting trip coming up on with Italy. And between then and December, I'm also contemplating another U.S. Event for Canadians. So tune in for that. Again, if you're interested for the event, DM us. If you're interested to learn how to invest in the U.S., reach out as well. Talk all about the training and the coaching and everything along with that. All right, folks. Thank you, everyone who joined here. See a lot of you guys. It's awesome. Looking forward. Awesome. Yes, sir, James. Looking forward to see you there. All right, folks. Take care. Have a great day. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.